Hi, poopsies. It's me, Tony Bomboni, back with another session for you in this fine and beautiful morning. May the love and light always spread within you. May you always feel it. And don't forget to meditate every single day for clearing. Okay, so today's video is going to be on how to give someone a palm reading and giving yourself a palm reading. So I'm going to show you some examples, and I will credit who this is from in the description, but this is the best diagram and explanation I've researched probably in the whole internet about palm reading. Very concise and simple. So there are basically 5 lines you need to worry yourself about. The first one is the heart line, which would be this one at the very top. And I'll kind of give you some insight into my palm, and you go ahead and check out your palm. Okay, so that's how this video is going to work. The headline, which is right below the heart. The lifeline, which curves all the way here and all the way down. For some people, it extends very far and wide. The fate line, which not everyone has, but I definitely have it. It's right around there. It crosses over. And the marriage line, which is barely visible here. I don't really see it much. It actually would be right up here, so I do have a bit, but not much as other people. So, we're going to start off with the heart line, and you can just observe and follow along. So typically palm reading is done on the right hand, so please give me your right hand and let's take a look together, shall we? All right, find your heart line. It's the most defined line at the very top of the palm. Okay, that would be the heart. So right there, what's defined in red at the very top. If the heart line starts below the index finger, it means that you're picky when it comes to love. So let's see on mine. Mine actually starts halfway. I know I am picky when it comes to love, so maybe half picky. It more starts below the middle finger. A heart line begins below the middle finger, indicates a person who is selfish when it comes to love. Okay, that would probably be one. That's probably a better description than, yeah, I am kind of that way. If it begins in the middle of the palm, the person falls in love easily. All right, that's not me, and that definitely is not me. So if it's you, let's check if it's you. That might be. An absent heart line indicates an individual who is ruled by logic rather than emotion. I think that would be pretty rare if you were missing a heart line. Don't you think? A faint line shows a person who is aloof and places little importance on emotions. Well, I don't know. That's definitely not me. I am quite an emotional person. I mean, you could pretty much see the heart line, don't you? Without even putting too much effort. A straight and short heart line indicates an individual who is not particularly concerned with romance. Mine's kind of curving up, as you see. Okay. And it's not that short, it's from here to here, even extending out to here a bit, so that's pretty lengthy. A long and curvy hard line indicates someone who expresses emotions freely. A wavy line indicates many relationships and are lovers with an absence of serious relationships. Yeah, that would kind of be me. It kind of goes like up and down and up, so it's a bit wavy. It's a mix. I'm a mix of many of these features, really. A broken hard line or hard line with smaller lines crossing it can indicate emotional trauma. I don't know if I'm seeing that. Maybe. A chained line can mean depression. I'm not seeing that. Very interesting. So, I did study a few extra things beyond what these pages say, but I do know if you have a long lifeline that's like you're a lover of nature, animals, life itself. And I know there's something to do with if the heart line splits off, like mine does, it splits at the very top here. And depending how long it is, like if you have a long lifeline, that means, of course, a long life. And wherever there's a line that crosses the life, that's kind of when, so to speak, your life will not end, but when you're supposed to get married, I think, if they're like there, which, I mean, hasn't happened yet, so I don't know why it's so short in the beginning here when I'm 24. So if that little piece is 24, that means I'm going to live to like 200 billion years. That doesn't make sense. So I do take with a grain of salt some of these things. Okay, so the headline is directly below it. The heart line, so right here. See that? There's also an indication of if your fingers are long or short. And if your palm is square or narrow. If you're narrow, you're kind of an intuitive. Go with your instincts. If you're square, you're very practical, I think. And shorter fingers and longer indicate something. I forgot exactly what, but you can look at that. It might mention. I did a palm reading video before. That was more of a role play. I was more guessing, but I wanted to do more knowledgeable. I want you to learn something every day from this channel. So I just feel like it's my time to kind of teach some things that I've been missing out, that I've been holding back on doing. A short headline indicates a person who is practical. That's what it was. Okay. It had something to do with that as well. Mine is pretty long. I have some pretty long and defined. It even breaks off into its own section. That might indicate something else. A long line denotes a person that is focused and very successful with a tendency to be selfish. A straight headline, gotta work on that. A straight headline shows a person that thinks realistically. Mine ain't straight. Nothing about me is straight, honey. Is logical, organized, and has a great attention to detail. Alright, that's supposed to be me, but in some aspects, no. A wavy line indicates a person who's restless with short attention span. Oh, Lord, if that isn't me, I don't know what is. Yes, it's wavy. Yes. Crooked. I'm a very restless soul. I can't rest. A curved or sloping line indicates a highly creative individual. That's also mine. It curves downward. Archangel Gabriel. If the headline begins at the lifeline, This means that this person is strong-willed. A headline that is separated from the lifeline, yes, indicates someone who has a sense of adventure and enthusiasm for life, sometimes. A broken headline indicates inconsistencies in thought. Inconsistencies in thought. Inconsistency. Yes, that's very true. Look how mine is busted. It's so broken down the middle. Crosses in the line may mean that the vital and crucial decisions have a very important effect on the person's fate. Crosses. What does that mean? Crosses. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. The fate line crosses with the head. Okay. So that makes sense. The fate is crossing the head. Yes. Vital and crucial decisions have a very important effect on the person's fate. Yes, yes. Big believer in that too. Chains or donuts in the headline indicate personal conflict or emotional difficulty. Donuts. Now I'm hungry. I do see some chaination going on, probably. No, I don't see chains. No, I don't. I saw probably more chain in the heart. This is more straight. Okay, so something with the heart. Interesting. Okay. The lifeline, that's the one crossing directly below the head. So that's that one. That, I don't know why it shows up funky on camera. It's this one. Ignore that. And ignore that. Okay. Alright, to give you a summary. They drew it very short on the palm. It's usually pretty long for some people, like mine. If the lifeline is absent, the person is said to be anxious and nervous. Well, that's me on a regular basis, so I don't know what they're talking about. A faint line indicates an individual who has low energy and a life without adventure. Well, that ain't me, I guess. I used to think I was like that, but really I'm not. I talk too much and loud. Ask my family. They've had enough of me. A deep line denotes a person who has a simple life. Yeah, kind of. If the lifeline is long and deep, this indicates good health, stamina, and vitality. Yes, very much so. A short, deep line shows a person who easily overcomes physical problems. I kind of take long to heal, so that wouldn't be the case. A curvy lifeline means this person has an abundance of energy. No. Well, do they mean curvy like it curves a lot? Because that's me then. But if they mean like, I don't know if that's even possible. A straight line that is close to the edge of the palm means the person is cautious. No. A break in the lifeline means a sudden change in lifestyle or interruption. No. No breaks at all. That's the one that's the least breakage of all, actually. If the lifeline is broken on both hands, this may indicate a serious illness or injury. Oh, no, not me. Circles in the line or chain line indicates that the person is susceptible to many health problems and that their life may take them in many different directions. I see it more in the beginning, the chaination. And then directly after this line crosses, whatever that is, I think that's when I finally figured out my purpose, at least for the most part, in my destiny. And then the chaination stopped. So the struggles were always in the beginning of my life. And then it's kind of like, it feels like it's smooth sailing from here. I never had health, but I don't see circles either, so that's definitely not it. Alright, interesting. I do wonder what you will find. The fate line, again, not many will have this. in the middle, I mean, you'll know right away. Sometimes it helps to, instead of flattening your palm like this, well, you could do that actually, now that I think about it. It's easier to see when you flatten the palm like this, like push your fingers back. But sometimes you want to bend them like this, and then you see them more defined. But now that I think about it, the red lines, when you push them flat back, that helps you visualize the fate line more. But you'll know right away, like if you don't see a line down the middle like mine, then you don't have one. A deep fate line means that the person's life will be strongly controlled by fate. Mine's kind of slim, so no. I do believe I have self-control in my life. If the fate line, oh, and also if you have like protuberance here, if that's even a word, jeez, my English, you see how it bumps out on the sides of the fingertips, like bumps here. A lot of men have this like bumpy, bony carpals here. That means you're controlling, you want control and order in your life, okay? Me. If the fate line starts joined to the lifeline, no, it doesn't. At all. It never touches. This indicates a self-made individual who develops aspirations early on in life. Well, that kind of is the definition of Tony Bomboni, but I guess early on I was a really insecure individual and it never really crossed paths. If it joins the lifeline somewhere in the middle, no. It indicates a point in midlife where one's interests must be abandoned in favor of those of others. Well, my selfish behind, thank goodness it's not that. If the fate, I mean, I like to help people, but I can't like devote my life, my entire existence, career, everything to someone. I can't sacrifice that or put it on the back burner for someone. Ain't gonna happen, honey. If the fate line starts at the base of the thumb, I'm too much of an individual, and I think that's what it meant. If you have long fingers, you're an individual. Kind of rebellious, even if you have, I think, a long heart line or something like that. I forgot the definition. If the fate line starts at the base of the thumb, no. Is that even possible? This indicates that this person has a strong relationship with family and friends. Not really. Breaks and changes of direction in the fate line indicate many changes in life from external forces. Yeah, there are some breakage down here. And it kind of waves a bit, so I kind of go with life as it takes me and make decisions based on that. You know? Alright, the marriage line, so those are those wrinkles on the outside here. Oh Lord, let's see what mess is going on here. Alright. Several light lines indicate several romances. I only see two. Strong and clear lines indicate marriage. Not really. Numerous overlapping lines indicate affairs. No. Lines that meet but don't cross show children that will be born. Heck no. A fork in the lines towards the back of the hand indicates a long engagement. No. A fork at the end towards the palm means separation with or without divorce. No. A line at the end of the marriage lines that cuts the line off sharply means end to a relationship due to death or divorce. No. I just see two straight lines, that no touching, no nothing. However, breaks in the lines that resume with an overlap show separation with a later reunion. No. I ain't even gonna get married. I ain't gonna have no boyfriend, nothing. No, and no. I've had tarot readers tell me. I've had astrologers tell me. I've had psychic intuition people telling me. I'm gonna get someone when, and I'm gonna get him sooner than I think. When is that gonna happen? I don't see no one coming in my life. And I think it's honestly, like I said earlier, it's part of my selfish behind. caring less about that kind of life. I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids. I don't want a traditional life. I don't want a lot of things, and so that doesn't align with my individual goal, my individual purpose in life. So I guess that part is just like, you're gonna have a couple relationships, and then it's gonna be, that's it. Like, move on with your life, fulfill your purpose, and get out of here. Like, that's how I feel. So I don't know if the palm lines change over time, or if the palm reading definition changes, but I know for a fact I have many, many smaller lines crossing my palms, and a professional would actually know what that represents, but I do wonder what that means on you. So go give it a shot. Let me know in the comments below. Tell me, Tony, my marriage lines, they kind of make sense because